A very good evening to all of you. Good evening, doctors. How are you all? How is everything going on? How is your revision? Please comment in the chat box. How is your revision going on? Please comment in the chat box. Which subject are you revising? Have you made a timetable or any plan? About 60 days are remaining for the Neet PG exam. And these 60 days are 60 golden days that will change you, that will make you a diamond, that will change your life forever. So work hard these 60 days and also smartly. Smart work is also required. So let's begin with physiology. Physiology has a very high weightage, about 15 questions. Its weightage is almost equivalent to anatomy, 15 to 16 questions from physiology. And if your grip in physiology is good, you can ask, answer some questions of physiology, medicine also. So let's begin with the first question. Glands are classified depending upon their mode of secretion. Sebaceous gland is an example of which of the following type of gland? What do you think is the correct answer here? Sebaceous glands are in fact holocrine glands, in which the cell, after filling with secretory product, dies and is expelled along with its content. Now, what about eccrine glands? Eccrine glands are those in which the secretory product is expelled by exocytosis. Example is sweat gland, involved in thermoregulation and receiving cholinergic sympathetic innervation. So the correct answer here is C, holocrine glands. Ruffini end organ is associated with sensation of A, sustained pressure, B, heat, C, touch, D, none of the above. It is sustained pressure. Which of the following statement regarding lower esophageal sphincter is true? It has no tonic activity. It has a tone which is provided by sympathetic system. It relaxes on increasing abdominal pressure. It relaxes ahead of peristaltic wave. See, the correct answer here is D. During swallowing, what happens when the peristaltic wave sweeps down the esophagus? The gastroesophageal sphincter relaxes so that the bolus of food can pass into the stomach, from esophagus into stomach. So when you swallow, the peristaltic wave sweeps down the esophagus, the gastroesophageal sphincter relaxes so that the bolus of food can pass into the stomach. The distance of lower esophageal sphincter from upper incisor is 37.5 centimeter. The lower esophageal sphincter is tonically active but relaxes on swallowing. This tonic activity of lower esophageal sphincter between meals prevents reflux of gastric contents into the esophagus. Its tone is under neural control by parasympathetic nervous system. So the correct answer here is relaxers ahead of peristaltic. Please click the link in the description box to join the ultimate 2-day Neet PG Breakthrough Blueprint Masterclass. Depressor reflex, Bajol-Jaris reflex, produced by following stimulus: A. Atrial overload, B. Myocardial infarction, C. Ventricular distension, D. Isotonic exercise. What happens? Ventricular distension can produce a powerful depressor reflex, which is called as Bajol-Jaris reflex. Vagal afferent of this cardiopulmonary reflex are also activated by chemical stimulation. The central connection for this reflex are in the nucleus tractus solitary, which has both sympathetic and parasympathetic synapses. So the correct answer is ventricular distension. Direct Fick method measuring cardiac output requires estimation of A. Oxygen content of arterial blood, oxygen consumption per unit time, arteriovenous oxygen difference, D. All of the above. It is all of the above. Primitive red cells first originate in the early embryonic life is in A. Liver, B. Yolk sac, C. Bone marrow, D. spleen. It is yolk sac. The nucleus involved in Pappage circuit is A. Pulvinar nucleus, B. Intralaminar, C. VPL nucleus, D. Anterior nucleus of thalamus. It is anterior nucleus of thalamus. Broca's area is concerned with A. Word formation, B. Comprehension, C. Repetition, D. Reading. It is word formation. Stability of alveoli is maintained by A. Lung compliance, B. Negative intrapleural pressure, C. Increase in alveolar surface area by surfactant, D. Residual air in alveoli. It is increase in alveolar surface area by surfactant. Pancreatic juice rich in water and electrolyte, poor in enzyme is secreted in response to A. Pancreaticogymin, cholecystokinin, secretin, D. Protein. It is second. Small intestinal peristalsis is controlled by A. Myenteric plexus, B. Mesenteric plexus, C. Vagus nerve, parasympathetic. It is myenteric plexus. What happens? The myenteric plexus or Alibach plexus is situated between and innervates outer longitudinal and middle circular muscular layer and is primarily concerned with motor control. Submucosal mesenous plexus situated between the middle circular layer and mucosa is primarily concerned with control of intestinal secretion as it innervates the glandular epithelium, intestinal endocrinal cells, and submucosal blood vessels. Ovarian reserve is best indicated by A. LH, B. FSH, C. LH by FSH ratio, D. Estrogen. It is FSH. Which of these is not a part of extracellular matrix? A. Laminin, B. Fibronectin, C. Integrin, D. Collagen. It is integrin. We, please click the link in the description to join the ultimate Neet PG Breakthrough Blueprint Masterclass. All of the following occur in mitochondria: citric acid cycle, glycogenolysis, fatty acid oxidation, electron transport chain, except glycogenolysis. It is glycogenolysis. QRS complex is due to a ventricular repolarization, atrial depolarization, conduction through AV node, ventricular depolarization. QRS complex is due to ventricular depolarization and atrial repolarization. The normal duration of QRS complex is 0.08 seconds. Maximum amniotic fluid at 32 weeks, 34 weeks, 36 weeks, 40 weeks. It is at 36 weeks. Aortic valve closure corresponds to beginning of A. Systole, B. Parasystole, C. Isovolumetric relaxation, isovolumetric contraction. It is isovolumetric relaxation. What is cardiac diastole? It is the period of time when the heart relaxes after contraction in preparation for refilling with circulation blood. During ventricular diastole, the pressure in the left and right ventricle drops from peak that it reaches in systole. When the pressure in the left ventricle drops to below the pressure in the left atrium, the mitral valve opens and the left ventricle fills with blood. So the correct answer here is isovolume. Physiological change in leukocyte number in pregnancy is A. Neutrophilic leukocytosis, lymphocytic leukocytosis, neutropenia basically. Physiological change observed in leukocyte number in pregnancy is neutrophilic leukocytosis. It occurs to the tune of 8,000 per millimeter cube and may up to 20,000 per millimeter cube in labor. This increase may be due to rise in level of estrogen and cortisol. So the stronger your physiology, the stronger your medicine and pathology will be. Coronary blood flow is maximum during which phase of cardiac cycle? A. Isovolumic relaxation phase, isovolumic contraction phase, ejection phase, isovolumic contraction phase. It is isovolumic relaxation phase. Maximum coronary blood flow occurs during the phase of isovolumic relaxation phase. Shivering is controlled by A. Dorsomedial nucleus, B. Posterior hypothalamus, C. Peripheral fornical nucleus, D. Lateral hypothalamus. It is posterior hypothalamus. Sleep center is located in A. Basal ganglia, B. Medulla, C. Hypothalamus, D. Cerebellum. It is hypothalamus. Aromatas produce estrogen from A. Progesterone, B. Cortisol, C. Aldosterone, D. Androgen. It is progesterone. Weber-Fechner's law is related to A. Phantom limb, force of contraction, intensity of stimulus and sensation felt, cortical plasticity. It is intensity of stimulus and sensation felt. Cells most sensitive to hypoxia are myocardial cells, neurons, hepatocytes, renal tubular epithelial cells. They are neurons. The susceptibility of tissue to hypoxia influences the likelihood of infarction. Neurons are most sensitive to hypoxia. Irreversible changes develop in just 3 to 4 minutes, followed by myocardial cells. In myocardial cells, irreversible changes occur in 20 to 40 minutes. Beta 2 transferrin is found in A. Blood, B. Urine, C. Serum, D. CSF. Please click the link in the description box to join Ultimate Neet PG Breakthrough Group. Wishing you all the best.